lagi no. must have time to gather my word.
So you're the shite that's gone and summoned me to the beacon, eh? Damn it all. Says rules, and now I'm bound to you. The legendary Whalem Roth, captain of the Black Crest, cursed to be the undead slave of some lowly outcast by the looks of it. You got an ass for a brain in a tick skull of yours? Of course I'll ferry you to the Brine King's bloody reef. I'd be wanting to discharge this accursed duty and get back to me afterlife. It's not right, not natural being above water without a beating heart in me chest. So get yourself aboard and be quick about it. Don't think I'm going to be bawling and chaining after your sorry ass once our journey to the reef is done.
Lord of Light, hold back the sea, so that I may slay its pretender king.
Right, well on with it then. Go find yourself a sovereign to the throne. Fool's errand, if you ask me. Old Briny will gut you like a fish, but at least with you dead in the water, I'll be free to get on with my own voyage. So off you go, matey. Lord of Salt and Scales, what we used to call him. They say when the gods got the boot from our lands, that monstrosity went to sleep down in the deep. Dreamed the kind of dreams that cause all sorts of guild abominations to rise up, to plague and hunt us for what he thinks we must have done to him. Was a time we got ordered to hunt them things near extinction, free the trade routes from old Briny's tyranny. Even so, not a sailor worth his salt who won't sacrifice a lousy deckhand or two by light of the full moon just to keep that overgrown crab slumbering in the Oriathan trench. If he's risen again, you bet your bloody ass we're all buggered.
negotiation with you. Have time to gather my will.
strong. So dedicated. A man like you would never disappoint a lady in need. You're a gift, don't you see? A sumptuous feast for His Majesty on his wedding day. Really, we are both so touched by your generosity.
ocean's mire, and death washed clean of dark desire. And thus the Lord of Salt and Scale sinks to feed the fishes that flit amongst the ruins of Soartha. Come and jest of his divine juices while they are all washed away.
I accept this gift, so that something of the innocent may live on.
Hello.
How did you? You're still breathing. Bloody barnacles on me arm. You, my new friend, are a legend of the high seas to behold. I tell you what, I've already done my bit getting you here, but if you're looking to sail onto Frisia, me and the Black Crest would be honored to take ya. Hold on to your cockles, me hearty. The sea betwixt here and Frisia be the most ill-tempered there is. Here's hoping you've as much steel in your gizzard as you seem to in your heart. Cast off!
The Black Crest. She lives again. And me granddaddy. Still can't believe Mervale did that to him. The bilesome bitch. At least his spirit roams free once again. Wonder if he'll come and visit his favorite granddaughter one more time. Anyways, with the Brine King gone, you've done a fine thing for us seafarers. The waters won't no longer pander to the whim of an overgrown, bloody crustacean. And damn me if I don't feel a stirring in me loins. It's the ocean, calling, like a lust-starved lover. But for now, bugger it all. I'll be sticking about Lion Eye's watch until I get me a new ship. Don't feel sorry for me. With me womanly wiles as sharp as they are, I'll be having Tarkley help me pass the time. Just you see. Time and tide wait for no man. Good tidings to you.
Clearly the old Brine King wasn't worth his salt. A fish out of water, if ever there was. But, I suppose, as someone wise once said, you can't teach a crab to walk straight. Too much. Yeah, be honest with you. All this fishy mirth is me just swimming around a tricky topic. Nessa. She's not coming back to us, is she? Can't say I'm surprised. What with everything she's been through, what she's become. I wish her all the happiness she can find out there in the sea. More than she could muster on this god's-awful land of ours. You've the deck of the mighty Black Crest under your feet, and old Whalem himself to man the helm. Well, I'll be a pirate's monkey, mate. You sure do know how to travel in style, Exile.
In a gambling mood? How's business?
I'd hoped for a chance to see Nessa again. Dreamed it like some poor bloody child believing in fairy tales. No, she's not one of us anymore. But at least she's not like Mervale either. Can't overlook a mercy like that. Who knows? Perhaps Nessa is better off this way. Not like this is much of a home to come back to anyway. Look, I know you did what you could. And for that, you'll always have my thanks. Farewell.
here. People call me Tibbs. Not the quietest little sneak, and I'm not exactly nimble with these big sausage fingers. But if you find yourself on the wrong side of something heavy, you wish you thought to hire me. Heard the boss got his start as a stable boy in the Grand Arena. Used to feed and care for the chariot horses. That was his first job, and it led to his first, job. Apparently, someone asked him to slip something into the feed of the Octavius family's finest stallion, greatly favoured to win the race. Paid him a week's worth of his normal wages. Boss figured it was some sort of poison, so he watched the man place a bet and poisoned that horse as well. Neither died, but neither won. And the boss, betting his wages on a horse he knew to be fit as a gladiator, took home a killing. Of course, that was also his last day of gainful employment at the arena. The man stalked those stables for months trying to find him.
Welcome, Exile, to the Ring. I am Kurai. While you are here, you will do no harm to any of its members. You are a guest of the Ring, and the boss has no tolerance for guests who do not obey his rules. What goes around comes around, if you will excuse the aphorism. Take your time and look around. Introduce yourself to the others here. When you are ready, find me. The Ring has a job for you, if you are willing. The Ring operates outside whatever semblance of the law remains out here. But lawlessness does not exclude civility, and does not need to create chaos. If someone is intent on taking what is not theirs, better to have a professional handle it, and avoid unnecessary violence and confusion. The Ring is contracted by those who seek a solution to... The Ring operates based on favors. Markers allow us to track those favors, and to ensure no one is taking advantage of, or being taken advantage of, by any other Ring member. They are also how you got here. You'll excuse me if that seemed obvious. At times I must deal with people whose talents are not intellectual in nature. What is valuable to you or I may not be valuable to the boss or Faustus. Where you see a worthless trinket, another may see a precious heirloom, or the final piece in a lifelong collection. Contracts allow our clients to hire the Ring to pursue goods that hold no objective value on the client's behalf. Sometimes that value comes from knowing the original owner no longer has it. The Ring makes few moral judgments on what it is hired to obtain. So long as it is not breathing and it is not liable to put the entire Ring at risk, we will not turn a contract down. And neither should you. Dominus was a terrible human being, but the Ring owes a great debt to him. Without his overzealous exilings, the Ring would not have a rich pool of talent to draw upon. The boss himself learned a great deal about the power of anonymity and mythos from Dominus. Lessons he employs today. A king is human, mortal, vulnerable to the same temptations and vices as are we all. A legend lives on for as long as it is told, its meaning and message shifting to fit the needs of the speaker or the audience. Holmes seems to have found himself stuck somewhere in the middle. The greatest lesson to take away from the story of the fallen Karui king is this. A leader is nothing without the loyalty of their followers. And I suppose that those followers should still have their heads attached. I do not like to talk about my younger days, except to say that I did what I had to in order to survive, and I am glad that time is behind me. The boss is an extraordinarily busy man, so I enact his orders and allocate tasks to members as needed on his behalf. I am, for all intents and purposes, his administrator. If you have any issues, please take them to me, and I can raise it with the boss when he is available. It takes a lot to surprise me, but I must admit, I did not expect to contend with the divine in my life. It goes to show that there's a seed of truth in every story. I'll be here when you need me.
Oh, another green footpad. The turnover here. Listen carefully, for I do not like to repeat myself. My name is Faustus. I am your fence. If you have something of value, you come to me. Understood? Every other day, we have some brain-dead upstart who thinks they can circumvent the system. Oh, they go gallivanting around proclaiming the founder, gilded wonder or some such. Either the Templar or another less charitable organization gets wind of it, and we never see them again. Well, sometimes we see parts of them, usually on a pike or smeared across the ground at the base of the towers. I am here for a reason. I am your protector. I am what stands between you and a very short life as a fugitive. I am your plausible deniability. Follow the rules, and you will grow wealthy and stay healthy. It's awful business what happened to Arius. Terrible, just terrible. I was lucky, safely out at sea with my crew. I hope those responsible are held accountable. Barring those with whom I have ongoing business, of course. I suspect they were merely in the wrong place at the wrong time. Can't blame someone for having rotten luck. A fence like myself provides a thief like yourself the means to offload ill-gotten goods for something you'll find more useful. In this case, Marcus. I take those goods and sell them to the nobility for something I find more useful, coin and prestige. As a captain in the Navy, it's not entirely unusual to confiscate illicit goods from pirates and smugglers, and the nobility happily reward me for retrieving their valuables from the hands of evil. Oh, sometimes I'll even return it pro bono, if the owner's station may afford me certain privileges down the road. The job carries with it certain risks, but were a thief such as yourself to try to speak out against me, well, you'd only be incriminating yourself in the process. It'll be your word against mine. And who is a judge more likely to believe? Ah, the boss. The big man. The man of 1,000 faces, or no face, depending on who you ask. He's cultivated quite the reputation. I fancy myself a connoisseur of the truth, and I have yet to hear a story about the boss that has the wondrous ring to it that only true stories have. But, well, I have certain connections. Those connections have certain connections who have turned up some very striking truths about this mysterious figure. I'm not about to run my mouth to a thief, but let me tell you, those definitely not true stories you keep hearing, the truth is even stranger.
Talamoana and good tidings. I'm Fakano, though most people know me as the Barber. If you need a trim and tidy, then take a seat. But a little fishy told me you may be more interested in a conversation than a cut. A man like myself traveling around as much as I do hears a lot of things. Everyone needs their haircut once in a while, and I am a very attentive listener. Some of the things I hear could be very lucrative to people with certain, shall we say, unscrupulous ambitions. Drop a few markers in the tip jar, and I may accidentally drop some of my meticulously well-kept notes. What are you after? Got a few contracts on offer. Interesting man. Very interesting indeed. Careless as the day he came into this world. No need for a man of my trade, you see. Yet bald as he may be, he knows the value of a good barber. No one here knows much about the boss's past, except maybe Kurai. And she won't tell you much, not even for a mountain of markers. Loyalty is the most valuable currency. And she and the boss have a lifetime supply. I tried to find out what I could. Conflicting tales of a smuggler kingpin, a Theopolan aristocrat, and strange enough, a retired arena champion. Then Kurai told me to stop sniffing around, else I end up like the last barber. Or maybe she said I'd end up the last barber. Either way, I value my life and my work more than I value gossiping about an old, bald gladiatorial smuggler. Troubling news coming out of Oriath. I know you weren't just involved, but smack dab in the middle of things. I also know you aren't to blame. Not directly, anyway. Still, you might imagine that I feel some animosity about the whole situation. Not least of all because the presence of Kitava is quite literally a doomsday scenario for my people. I trust you'll sort it out. Because if you don't, we're through. And I don't just mean no more business. Listen, I don't want to be a naysayer, but before you started coming around here, we didn't have none of this god nonsense. They were just characters and stories, ways to get the kiddos to eat their greens, and that was fine. In fact, I preferred it that way. Now, we've got characters coming to life, and then you're killing them. You're killing our heroes. Tukohama was one of the good guys. You better finish what you started. The rebellion was a long time coming, if you ask me, which you did. And if you ask me what you didn't, I reckon the bloodshed was inevitable. The gods rising up? That one, I will admit, took me by surprise. So now, we are sailing back home. Good. But anger has a tendency to linger like a smell, and the enslaved are justifiably angry. It may take a long time before that anger fades. It may never. Let's say you're a wealthy Oriathan slave merchant. You're out there selling people to other people, really raking in the coin off the back of racial divides. Then one day, those people you've been selling start killing the people you've been selling them to. That's gotta be bad for business, right? Time to cut your losses? Sadly, no. Slavers have had their pride badly bruised. They're out there, right now, looking for Karui men, women, even children, and kidnapping them. No one's heard from the Taken since. You think they're getting sold to new owners? Not a chance. They're being tortured, murdered. The slavers see this as revenge, but it is nothing more than evil for evil's sake. A lot of bad things have come from the rise of Kitava. But this, for me, this is the worst. Be here if you need me.
I am Adia. I will enable your travel to and from locations of interest. I once served a worthy Sekama. The boss is no Sekama. He rules through deception, obfuscation, and manipulation. However, if he agrees to do something, he will do it. That in itself is a form of honor, which I can respect. He expects the same of us. In exchange for a place here, I have agreed to use my skills to enable the travels of this wretched heap of Roadang. And that is what I will do. My word is my bond. Watch your back.
Got something needs made or unmade? I can take them apart as fast as I put them together, sometimes faster. Or is it the other way around? I've had an idea just now for a spinning device that... Oh yes, my name is Isla. I'm an engineer. Welcome. The boss? Oof, it's inefficient to ask about the boss, believe me. You'll go round and round a spinning gear in a machine made of secret parts. The one thing you should never rely on is a mechanism you don't understand. It's liable to implode or explode. Neither is pretty when your arse is sitting up on it hoping to fly somewhere. Boss put in an order for an air sail once for a job. Impossible, I told Curai. Turned out it worked. It just didn't go with the poor sod we hired. It stayed with us in flames while he took to the skies. He achieved a perfect parabolic arc right onto the tower we were aiming for. Survived the trip too, judging by the screaming. But getting back down, oof. The boss never ordered a falling machine. That's on him. Gotta think things through, mind you.
I'm cast. Rather than waste my youth reading, I put that time to better use. Now I can pick just about any lock you're likely to come across. A man of style, the boss. A thief, of course, wants to be rich and live a life of luxury. But once you hit a certain point of wealth, I imagine you might be motivated by other things. Apparently, the boss was living very comfortably indeed, but felt the need to challenge himself. He entered the first bank of Theopolis in the middle of the day, entered the vault, and just started moving stuff around. Octavius' family fortunes into the Maxia's deposit box. Avarius riches split across every small safe, each of which he popped open as if there weren't even a lock on him. Mixing all the money up like it were caught in the tides. Then he goes and finds the records of deposits and withdrawals and sets them on fire. Walks out like nothing happened. Well, of course the bank puts the fire out, but the records are gone. So they notify all the big customers, telling them to come in with their copy of the deposit slips, and when you know it, they're gone too. No bloody idea how he pulled it off. Of course, the bank and all the clients will deny it ever happened. Be foolish not to.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. What do you need?
Client wishes to utilize our services. The boss would like to offer you the opportunity to assist member cast on this job. There is room yet in the ring if you can handle the work. The details are on the contract. I suggest you review it before you set off. To Aria when you are ready. She will get you within range of the mark. And try to keep your partner safe so he may do what he is best at. Cast is not as tough as he believes, but the boss has never seen another lockpick as talented. A client wishes to utilize our services. The boss would like to offer you the opportunity to assist member cast on this job. There is room yet in the ring if you can handle the work. The details are on the contract. I suggest you review it before you set off. Speak to Aria when you are ready. She will get you... I'll be here when you need me.
Hello, rookie. Done a few markers, did you? Apparently the boss sees something in you, but we won't know for sure till you're on the wrong side of a lance. I'm cast, and there's not a lock in this world that I can't open. All you have to do is make sure I live long enough to open them. Aria will get us to the job, and I'll show you the ropes. Don't get tangled in them, because it ain't my job to cut you free. Later, Rook.
Hello.
Just don't get in my way. Things start going south in there. Don't expect me to save you. Hear that? We ain't alone. Place is crawling with guards. You're here to make sure they don't kill us both. You get this one, yeah? Wasn't worth it, was it? Incoming. Who put you in a bad mood? Who put you in a bad mood? I've got the best of you. We got company. Yeah, yeah. Burns on the other side of this door. Grab it so we can get out of here. It's safe and sound, isn't it? That's what I'm here for. Wait, hear that? We've been made. Grab what you can and head out. Back the way we came, rookie.
How's business?
What do you need?
Just don't get in my way.
Yes? How's business? A client would stay safe.
If it starts getting hairy in there, you can handle yourself, yeah? Hear that? We ain't alone. Place is crawling with guards. You're here to make sure they don't kill us both. I'll let you get this one, yeah? Yeah, yeah! Incoming. I've got the best of you. Not quick, I'll pick any locks that get in our way. You keep me alive, yeah? Stay out of it. Easy. Consider your actions here. You don't want too much attention. Go on. You got him. Before they make too much noise. This'll be quick. Let you get this one, yeah? Stay out of it. This'll be quick. You trying to get us caught? On the other side of this door. Grab it so we can get out of here. Real close now. Real close. Incoming. Been made. Grab what you can and head out. We came, rookie.
Beast of London.
What do you need?
Just keep me alive. I'll do the rest. If it starts getting hairy in there, you can handle yourself, yeah? Hear that? We ain't alone. Place is crawling with guards. You're here to make sure they don't kill us both. Side of this door. Grab it so we can get out of here. Quick, before they make too much noise. Blink, and you'll miss it. Got eyes on the prize. Made. Grab what you can and head out. Back the way we came, rookie.